What's up, vets? So you file your VA claim, you send in all the paperwork, you even go through your CMP exams, and then nothing. Months turns into years. Every time you check, it says we're still reviewing your claim. Does it sound familiar to you? Let's talk about why that happens and what the VA doesn't want you to know. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Military Insider Show. My name is Ray, and today we are going to dig into one of the biggest frustrations veterans have: the VA claim backlog. I'm not talking about complex cases here, okay? I'm talking about simple claims, one that should take 90 days, but somehow veterans end up waiting 2, 3, sometimes even 5 years. Let's break down why this keeps happening to you and what you can do to get ahead of it. All right, so everybody knows the VA has the never-ending wait, right? So the average VA claim is supposed to be done by 125 days, but for a lot of us, it's not even close. I've heard from veterans who've been waiting 400, 600, even 1,000 days for a basic disability claim. And what's worse, every time they call, they get the same robotic answer: your claim is being processed. No updates, no timeline, just wait. You keep refreshing the system, you keep shutting down the computer, coming back on next day, check your status, and still the same thing. But the backlog that nobody talk about is everybody knows the backlog. The VA backlog is not something new. It's been growing for years, but in the past few years, it has exploded. Why? Because of these 3 changes: understaffed offices, not enough claim processors, too much red tape, outdated system, still rely on paper files, new law changes like the PACT Act, which added millions of new claims overnight. The VA wasn't ready for that, veterans. And instead of being honest about the problem, they keep saying it's under control when everybody knows it is not under control. But the real problem is their priorities. The truth is, the VA prioritizes new claims to make the numbers look better. Can you believe that? If you're waiting on an older claim or a appeal, you get pushed to the back of the line. It's a number game. You need to understand that. They rather say we processed 200,000 new claims this quarter than admit they still have veterans waiting from years ago. And then when a new legislation comes out, like burn pit claim, those get fast tracked, while your back injury from 2012 collect dust. They keep you in the back of the line. Why? Simple claims get stuck, right? Why'd that happen? You think simple claims would move faster, but they don't move faster. But that's how the system works, okay? Even a single condition claim can get stuck because the rater doesn't understand your medical evidence, the CMP exam was incomplete, or your file was sent between regional offices. Each of those steps adds weeks or months, and if your file bounces between location, it can literally disappear for a while. That's how simple claims turn into stall claims, okay? But let's talk about the automation myth. The VA loves to talk about automation. They want to update system, AI system, new digital platforms. But here's the truth: those systems only help your claims fits perfectly into their template. If there's anything slightly off, like a missing form or unclear doctor statement, the claim will get kicked back into the manual queue. And the manual queue is where claims go to die, okay? But here's the thing: how you can push your claim forward. Here's what you can do. You can call the VA hotline. Everybody knows the VA hotline number, and ask for status escalation, not just an update. Contact your local congressman or senator office. They have veterans liaison who can push your file, okay? Use your va.gov account to upload any status inquiry. It creates paper trail, okay? Check your e-benefits messages weekly. Sometimes requests for info get buried there. And if you ask me, I don't even check my e-benefits messages on a weekly basis. So I think I need to do better on that as well. If it's been more than a year, file a congressional inquiry. It gets their attention fast. Most veterans don't know they can do that, okay? So you shouldn't have to fight this hard for something you earn. The VA's motto is to care for those who have borne the battle. But when veterans are waiting years on a claim, it's not care, it's neglect. And everybody knows that, okay? The system moves when pressure is applied. Don't be silent. Document everything. Follow up often and make some noise. You need to be heard. You need to understand that, veterans, okay? Now, let me go back on how you can push your claims, okay? Because I think this is very important and I don't want you guys to miss it. So make sure you call the VA hotline. It's the 800-827-10,000 and ask for a status escalation, okay? Do not ask for an update. Contact your local congressman or senator's office. They have veterans liaison who can push your file, okay? Use your va.gov to upload a status inquiry. It creates a paper trail. At least you create some type of documentation that you can track, okay? Check your e-benefits messages weekly, all right? Sometimes request for information gets buried there. You probably know, and I bet you won't check your benefits messages because, I mean, we all concentrate on getting on the va.gov website and pretty much we do everything there. But that's another website that you can go on and check your messages on a weekly basis, okay? And another thing, if it's been more than a year that you haven't received any response from the VA, you need to file a congressional inquiry, all right? It gets their attention first, okay? Most veterans, they don't know they can do that, but actually you can, and it works, okay? So I'm gonna repeat the VA hotline number one more time, 800-827-10,000, okay? And ask for a status escalation. Do not ask for a update, all right? Let me know. I want to see. Let me know in the comments. I want to read you guys. If you are one of those veterans that's still waiting, make sure you drop a comment below, okay? I want to hear how long it's been, and if this video really helped you out understand what's really happening in the VA system. Make sure you hit that like and share this content with another veterans who needs to hear it, all right? This is very important, guys. I'm trying to get to many veterans as possible, okay? And the way we can do that, if you hit that like, if you drop a comment below. I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.